Good morning, Manna fam. Glad to have you joining us this week as we share different testimonies from across our short-term missions trips this year. And this morning we're going to look at the Ten Commandments, specifically in Exodus chapter 20, verse 3, where God makes it very clear, "You shall have no other gods before me." Now, this can be a challenging conversation to have with people when sharing the gospel, especially when they're in cultures where they do already worship other gods and idols. But it's necessary. And it's so powerful and life-changing, transformative even, when it happens. Let's hear a story of life change when our teams did what it took to have the tough conversations with those they were ministering to.
I'm Jeff Christensen. I'm part of the teaching team here at Manna Church, Fayetteville, Fort Liberty, and also the Ramsey Street site pastor. And I've had the privilege the last 2 years of being part of our team that went to Cuba to work with Filter of Hope and bring the gospel and clean water to people in the Havana area. And God did so much on these trips, and so many people came to faith in Jesus and were impacted there. But I want to focus on one particular aspect of how God moved during our time in Cuba. So Santeria is an occult religion similar to voodoo that is essentially native to Cuba, and it's widespread. Some figures estimate that as high as 90% of the Cuban people are in some way, shape, or form connected with this form of witchcraft. And so it was pretty common to walk into someone's home and see a Santeria altar set up and the different statues of the spirits that they worship and offerings that they've made to the idols. And there's so much darkness in this religion. And the people are afraid to upset one of these spirits and have the bad things happen to them because of that. And there's also so much depression and heaviness and hopelessness among the practitioners, yet they're afraid to walk away. A number of the people who were Santeria practitioners accepted Jesus while we were there, which was so cool. And you could see the spiritual battle that was going on as they considered what they were doing. But it was clear they understood that they were making a life exchange, walking away from witchcraft and idolatry and letting Jesus take charge of their lives. And one of our team members actually had the opportunity to help several of these families carry their idols and their altars outside of their homes and smash them to pieces. Now, in Santeria, that's a very dangerous thing to do. You anger the spirits greatly by doing that. But these families knew that the God of the universe had become their God, their father, and their protector, and their allegiance was now with him. If you've ever wondered what God is doing through Manna Missions, this is the story for you. Lives are being changed. Good to be with you all today, Manna Church.